might help if I'm on the right camera, but welcome to the MailleWerX Chainmail Livestream. My name's Sean. I run MailleWerX.com, where you can find all your chainmail themed apparel and accessories that your heart desires. How is everyone doing tonight? What have you been up to? How's your Monday? How'd your work day go? Let's see here. I want to push that button. So I've been working on this jelly cube for the last little bit, and I need to wrap up this edge, and it'll be 13 by 13 by 13, and then I've got to switch over to some other projects that I need to work on. All right. So my kid is on spring break, and today we've had a... Hey James, how you doing? Had a pretty successful first day of spring break. Of course, on Sunday he started coughing, and it's a nice chesty cough, so I don't know if we're gonna make it to the museum on Wednesday. We'll see how he fares over the next couple of days. His cousin's supposed to come with us, but I don't know if he really needs to be around other kids. But he's been playing video games for the last couple hours. I did make him lay down for a nap today. So, and he took like a 2.5 hour nap, which he normally doesn't do. So I know he's not feeling great. Hopefully that will help him sleep tonight. I'm doing alright. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I've got... Wow. I completely missed these rings. Got some work being done on the website. It's getting a facelift. Should look like a whole new store by the time it's done. And then, once that's done, and once I have the apps for Google and Apple up in their in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, I will be able to relax and focus on designing stuff, and that will be that. So I'm excited. And I just got, what did I get today? I got some more paperwork from the VA. They're finishing up all my claims. And then I had some stocks go up by a significant amount today. So that was exciting. That was the bulk of my day, watching those. Where was I? There it is. Oh, that ring is slippery. So yeah, all in all, I had a pretty good day. Kind of didn't get a lot done this morning. Once my kid got wrapped up into his video game, I didn't want to sit there watching him. I didn't want to sit there and watch him. So I came down here, and I was actually watching another stream of someone else who makes chainmail. Hey Barb, how you doing? How's Canada? So yeah, I have heard back from Apple on the complications that I was having, and I think that I can fix them, and then I'm going to resubmit the application for review again tomorrow, and then it's another 3-day wait. So I've yet to hear back from Google. Still waiting to hear back from them, which I think is a good thing. I don't know. It's finally warming up. Must be nice. What was the weather like today? We were down. See here, it is 20 degrees outside right now, and it's been cold all day. So glad to hear you're thawing out up there. It's like I went outside this morning and just got angry. So it's the middle of March. I don't understand why it's this cold. And I am a chicken shit when it comes to the cold. I tell you what. Oh my goodness, wow. Okay. Guess that ring doesn't want to go there. Yeah, so what's everybody up to tonight besides hanging out with me? You wouldn't go that far? It's hardly a thaw? Fair enough. It's just not negative 40. I can hear my son screaming at his video game. Sounds like it's time for him to go to bed. But yeah, all in all, a good day. I'm hoping by the end of this week to have both the Apple and Google apps up on the App Store. All of my claims finished by the VA, and I'm hoping they start releasing my unemployment soon. No, only negative 18. Jeez Louise, yeah. It's 40 degrees colder than it is here. God. I couldn't live in Canada. I've been there. I have been to Victoria, Canada. Over on the west coast. But it was during the May? I visited Bouchard Gardens, which actually I think that's in Seattle. And then I visited a place called Craigdrock Castle, which is this really old building. It's not much of a castle, but it's old and it's pretty cool. I actually have a portrait. Is it a portrait? It's a print of a drawing of it hanging by the bar. The nice weather's over in Victoria. Yeah, it was nice while we were there. That was many, many years ago. I was in the magical choir for my wonderful singing skills, and we got to go up there. Young, dumb, naive kid from a hick town. Actually, almost, how old was I? I couldn't have been more than 15 at the time. I had to have been a sophomore. And I was going to get a tattoo while I was there. All I needed was my parents to sign off on it, right? And since my parents weren't there because it was a choir trip, one of the teachers was going to sign as my parent. Because I had called my dad and he's like, yeah, I don't care. And I ended up not having the money, which is a good thing because it was just like this simple dragon in a circle chasing its tail tattoo that I was going to get on my shoulder, and it wasn't very well thought out. I just thought it was cool. I'm glad I didn't get it, but I also did think that it was cool that that particular teacher was going to sign for me. So I've been a fan of hers ever since. I'm going to get some tattoos. I have them well thought out at this point. I know largely exactly what I want. And it's all chainmail related, so I'd much rather have chainmail tattoos that are relevant to what I currently do and have been doing for the better part of 25 years than a dragon that was very simple that I would have had to have covered up by now. And I'm definitely glad that I didn't get into the tattoo game at an early age, because I would have way more tattoos and way less job opportunities than I do now. When I was coming up, it was not cool to have tattoos until I was in my 30s. Alright, so that edge is done. This is, what is 13 by 13 by 13? I know that's not the formula. By 13 by 2,197, but that's not. Is that only half of it? Do you double that? I don't know. I don't know what the formula is to figure out how many rings are in a jelly cube, but there is at least 2,197. And if you do double it, it's basically 4,400 rings so far. And I've got this many rings left, however many that is. So that's going to be, once I finish all these rings, that's going to be it for this cube. And then we're going to move on to the Cubeception project, which is a cube that goes through another cube kind of deal. So I don't remember how much I ordered, but these are from Chain Reaction. It's chain-reaction.ca. 18 gauge 1/8 rings make a damn near perfect jelly cube. So that's all we're gonna do on that tonight. I was working on it while I was watching another stream. I've got to do this. Those. What is that? Do I need that? I don't know. I'll just bring all these over here. No. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm back. I had to hurry up and scramble to get where I was going. I want to clean this up a little bit. Found this neat trick. If you take a lint roller, a lint brush, to your workstation, it picks up everything very nicely. Alright, so here is what we're going to be working on. Where's my button? Wrong button. All right, and I need, no, these, and one of these, and okay, we can move all that out of reach of my elbow. I think that's not going to work. There. So I have all these wonderful little bracelet setups. The equation is x by x times 6, 7 by 7. X by x to the 6th. So, oh, okay. So it would be 13 times 13 times 13 times 6. 13,118, 182 for a 13 by 13 by 13. No way, I didn't put 13,000 rings into that. Wow. Where'd it go? I'm gonna question the validity of that. Just because I know I didn't order 13,000 rings. That's the math folks are saying on the mail forum. Okay. Let me put this into context. Why I think they're wrong. Okay. This is 14,000 rings. Right? Simple X times Y. Right? This has taken me, let's see here, 70 hours before I replaced all the rings and added the black or anything, just to do that much. Yeah, hang on. Not 70. 40, let's see here. Clear. Divided by 300. We'll say about 50 hours. Right? Because I can, if I am cruising and I don't have to stop and think about what I'm doing, if I'm cruising, making chainmail, my wrists don't hurt nothing, I can do about 300 rings an hour. Right? So that inlay has taken me about 50 hours so far without replacing all the rings and lining everything in black. I have not worked on this cube for that long. 4 hours maybe? I don't know. You understand why I'm saying that I don't think that that adds up correctly? That may be what they're saying, and they may be super math nerds, but something's off. Andrew Buck says 6 by 6 equals 1296. 12 by 12 was 10,368 rings. Okay, well, this is 13 by 13. and that it would be impossible for there to be that many rings in it. Like, I'm good. I'm not that good. Come on. Oh my goodness, really? You're really doing this to me right now? There we go. Andrew Buck, the formula for number of rings used is rings per side to the third times 6, because the basic unit uses 6 rings. The basic 6-ring unit has the appearance of 2 rings side by side in different orientations. Most folks give dimensions of the cubes as number of units per side. Enough to determine whether or not that formula is accurate or not. But I'm going to go ahead and say that there's not. What was the number? 13,182 rings in this. Like, I'll guarantee that. So, I don't know. Something's not adding up. That's all. Which, you know. I know that the thread on how to calculate the number of rings in the cubes was very, very long, and it was filled with people who were a lot smarter than me. So alright, so I'm gonna make 2 strips of Byzantine and add and just put this bracelet together, because I have all these centerpieces. And what did you send me, John? First completed project in lockdown, big jelly cube. Yeah, see, that one's way bigger than mine. It is cool though. That's a badass jelly cube. If I could find like a color pattern that would match my interlocking jelly cube idea, I would do that. Well, I want to do that. Counted it, it's only 13 by 13 by 13. I understand that. I mean, his edges may have the same number of rings as mine, right? But I didn't order 13,000 rings. I didn't have 13,000 rings on hand. And the amount of hours it would take me to make or to weave 13,000 rings is, like I said, I'm good. I'm not that good. Either way, I am going for the interlocking cubes. It will take that many rings, at least. I expect that one to take a hot minute. Hey Wally, how you doing? We were just talking about your rings here. And how they're perfect for a jelly cube. and how I'm going to order more. Because I want more jelly cubes in my life. Then we can say the math is flawed, but small rings weave faster, you find, per hour. I mean, at my best, dude. At my best. Okay, what's 300 rings per hour? What is that a minute? Right? You're so crazy busy? Good. I'm glad to hear that. How many rings you send him per weight? How many rings did Wally send me? Weigh the cube and then do the math on 10 ring. Okay. Alright, we'll weigh the cube. Hang on. Where's my scale? Don't let the knife fall on me. I probably have the receipt around here somewhere, actually. No, that's not it. It's 18 gauge 1/8. Units. Pounds, ounces. It weighs 2.4 ounces. Well, everyone can see that? I suppose I can. Alright. I'm missing. Alright, I'm looking at it. It says rings per ounce, 519. So, whatever 2.4 times 519 is how many rings this is. So is that 1,200 rings? .4. Yeah, 1,245.6 rings so far. You can't, I guess you can't do the 13 by 13 by 13. Haven't touched much PA in a while. All colors these days. Congratulations. I did see the listing for anodized aluminum on your store. I know you were looking forward to getting those down. Uh-oh. Shit. Sorry. Smack the camera around. So, like I said, those guys are way smarter in math than me. But I didn't have 13,000 rings to work with, so. That looks like 6 on your cube. You counting the connecting rings as 1? Okay, so I'm counting every ring all the way across. If that changes by the count of how Andrew Buck is figuring it out of units, Do you need me to zoom in so you can teach us how to count the sides of a jelly cube? Is that focused enough? Okay, that's the issue in the math. Sorry, now that I've hit the computer, it's all wobbly. 1,296 rings for a 6x6x6. That makes more sense. So, how do you count a unit? I feel like formulas is counts the flat ring as one, not the connecting ones. Oh, okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. So mine's 7 units across. 5. Huh. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 by 6. Well, now we all learned something new tonight. That's why the cube in what you sent me was much larger than mine. Makes more sense. And I'm, buddy, you know me. I'm not trying to argue with you. I just, like, you know. Wasn't adding up for me. Didn't make sense. Where are we at here? Alright. Anyway, back to work. I've got a bunch of this stuff for bracelets. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll do it this way. And I need to get to them. So, just your own findings on it and figuring your count on the mini one you made and kinged was fun math. You spent a few days working out. Yeah. I would not, I would just give up on trying to figure out how many rings were in it. Or go by weight. Wouldn't it be easier to weigh the finished product and decide by rings per ounce? Well, yeah, that was off by, well, I mean, maybe my scale was off, but that was off by about 50 rings. So, it definitely would be, but the numbers we were coming up with, what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. We're not, like, I didn't order 13,000 rings, and that is what we were getting with the formula, but then we learned that I was counting wrong. Alright. So, understand, it's x by x, x by y by z times 6. That's how you figured the math was off by the weight to count, and did the math on 6 by 6 by 6, and it came close and saw the cube still in frame and just counted it yourself. Alright, Sherlock Holmes. I was completely unaware that that's how they counted the number of rings, because to be honest, like I said, I just gave up. I'd rather not know. But he's enlarging it to 7, so it makes math more odd on the weight to the equation. Most times you're just listening, weaving. I know. And I appreciate your input, because now we all know how to count it if we make one. So, and it'll be, once I make those interlocking cubes, then it'll be really interesting to figure out how many rings that'll take. But for everything else, generally, you know, I don't make too many things that aren't simple to count the number of rings. Alright. So, Wally, what else are you working on? Just adding more colors to the number of anodized rings that you have? I didn't get a chance to look. Do you have 18 gauge 1/8 anodized rings? In aluminum? I think that was self-evident, but perhaps that's why you can't do inlays? You don't like counting the rings? Yeah. Not yet? Okay. Well, I, for one, am super pleased at the quality of rings coming out of your shop. I haven't ordered anything anodized yet, because I don't really work in anodized outside of the 2 inlays I've been working on this stream. Been playing with stainless? Right on. Yeah, though, like I said, the next Jelly Cube project I want to work on, I definitely want it to be anodized. But for everything else, there's stainless steel. Friend, your bush will stop again soon. Alright, Wally, thanks for stopping by. You need 24 gauge 1/16 stainless. Don't we all? Excuse me. Oh, okay. I need to drink water. Send you a message. You'll make what John needs. I guess I was directed at either of us. Yeah, I'll shoot you a message. What do I just do? Am I dumb? I'm dumb. Damn it. Yeah. Gotta take these back out, sons of bitches. Where is my measuring tape? Oh wait, no, because we can do this way. Okay, we'll set this on the halfway point. Right, like that's the end. That's where they'll connect. Smush those together. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's over the halfway point. So this will end up being like a 7-inch bracelet, and it's kind of feminine to begin with. So that's kind of the size we're shooting for. Kind of. Oh, come on. Just make something a little smaller, a little more feminine. And I want to connect these together so that they don't do this. They don't go over the edge and then be difficult coming back. I want to center them. Huh, I wonder if I have a ring size for that. Probably too late. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah, let's see, it's 9:48. I do have to be done at 10 tonight. I can't hang out later, unfortunately. But I was down here for a couple hours. I did get a lot of work done. I need to shift towards getting these bracelets completed so that I can shift towards getting stuff for shows. So lots of work. Lots of work. funds the hobby, and that's all I really need. I do. Oh, fuck. Right. I do need to get all this electronic gobbledygook shit I've been working on done so that I can stop dealing with it and have it just exist for a while. The whole point in doing everything to my store and building out the apps was to make my life easier. But it won't get any easier until it's done. I'm pretty happy with how quickly this jelly cube comes together. You know, I don't feel like I've worked on it for all that long. Oh, oof. And that's really my only goal for the rest of the week. Finish that stuff up and just get it handled. You know? That way I can start doing design work, and that's really all I'm trying to get back to. Making chainmail and doing design work. And making a job out of that. And that way I don't starve, ideally. There's a... what the hell is it called? Like a by veterans, for veterans little craft space in Union Grove, not far from here. So I'm thinking about grabbing some stuff and going and hanging out there for a little bit. Maybe talk them into ordering some kits from someone, or some rings and some pliers. We'll see. But outside of that, I don't really have any plans, you know. Just do designs and make chainmail during these 6 hours from when I drop off my kid to when I pick him up. You know. Clean house, do house stuff, but I'm gonna do something I should have done over here. Come on. These work better as, you know, when they're kind of stuck together, right? And I wonder, will these work? I don't know what ring size these are, but I do know that they're stainless steel, so... Is that gonna let me do that? Do I have enough room for my pliers? That ring may be too big. Yeah, that's too big. What? There we go. Isn't this the ring size I just used? It is. Okay. That's not gonna work. Okay. I'm adding these rings into the, I don't know, like the cross rings. Or the side rings of this Byzantine weave here. Two's gonna have to be good enough. In an effort to try and prevent it from going around the corner of this slide. Oh, come on. Relax, buddy, relax. Alright. Because I know that that's something that happens with bracelets. Awesome. That actually worked really well. Okay, and then we'll add one over here. It's not a perfect solution, but it's pretty good. Should prevent 99% of sliding over the edge and getting stuck and having to be readjusted. Right? Yeah. Because it just kind of like buckles up on itself. Not that it can't, but you know. Right. I'm happy with it. So here's what we'll do. Instead of starting another Byzantine chain, we'll just build it onto here. Where are we at? We are at 10 o'clock. Damn it. Martha Stewart. kid stays up a little late on a spring break night, so be it. Okay. This is always a pain in the butt because it's like you're building the chain from the side instead of, you know, starting at one end and working your way down towards the other. I just want to finish up this little piece right here. And then we will have to finish it up tomorrow. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. It did not take very long. Or it won't have taken very long by the time we're done. What's in here? 2, 3. I'm fixing to get yelled at. Not putting the kid to bed on time. But you know what? I did think about, once I get my welder set up, I did think about starting to weld these bracelets. We'll see how that goes. There. That's better. Not perfect, but better. So I don't know if I'll be able to weld all these rings closed, but I'm sure there's a way to do it. more rings from Josh Delberto. I needed to order something and I've completely forgotten what it was, and I've been trying to remember all day so that I can come down here and order it, but it's not coming back to me. Maybe that's not working as well as I'd hoped. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right. Well, I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. A little clasp on it tomorrow. We'll put that on there and call it a day. It's a nice thick little centerpiece, and then you can get the backside engraved if you wanted. At some point, I'd like to add that as an option for people who want it. But that's a long way off. Anyway. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate you being here. Go check out chain-reaction.ca for all your 18 gauge 1/8 aluminum rings for your jelly cubes, because they make awesome jelly cubes. This is like the perfect size. The Cinnabar, the guy that like started the jelly cube craze like 2-3 years ago, something like that, 4 years ago, I don't even know, told me, because I started one of these in this size and I kind of made it too small, and he's told me to keep going and make it bigger and bigger, and it'll eventually just get that perfect jelly cube feel to it, and so that's what I did, and it perfectly worked. Anyway, guys, I've got to go put my kid to bed. I'm already late. I'm already going to get yelled at. I won't get yelled at, but my kid does need to be in bed. So I will talk to you all later. Be sure to check out MailleWerX.com for all your chainmail themed apparel and accessory. All your chainmail themed apparel and accessory needs. All the desires of your heart of chainmail accessory. I got to work on that tagline. Anyway. You guys all have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow night back here, 9 o'clock, maybe earlier if we're lucky. All right? You guys have a wonderful evening. Bye.